It had only been 3 days since our last disagreement, and Liam was already off on a road trip with Chloe. In the past, I would have been completely heartbroken, but this time, I couldn't even bother to show any extra emotion. Then, he made a dashing return to the country. It was only when he walked into the office that he realized I had completely changed. Once again, he openly favored Chloe, giving her a major project that I had spent 2 months working sleepless nights on. Not only did I not make a fuss, but I personally helped her finish all the paperwork, completely unfazed. However, it didn't stop there. Liam outwardly supported Chloe, but in reality, he made me the scapegoat, dumping all the blame on me, erasing all my hard work, and handing my year-end bonus over to someone else. I simply remained silent, cooperating gracefully, as if none of it concerned me. Chloe, whispering in his ear, boasted, "It's pointless to contend with Zoe. Just ignore her for a few days and she'll soften up. She's just hoping you'll come back to her." Liam believed her wholeheartedly, even patting her shoulder and calling her incredibly smart. Right after that, he actually called me in to talk, saying, "A raise, a promotion, our wedding, anything you want, I'll agree to it." This was the first time he had ever proposed to me, but he had forgotten that a month ago, as he left for that road trip, he had casually signed my resignation letter, and it was at that very moment that I chose to finally let him go, with no looking back. From that day on, Liam and I were just strangers. Just then, Chloe strode over in her high heels, dramatically slapping a stack of documents onto my desk. "Zoe, Mr. Hale needs these urgently. They have to be done before closing time." I calmly took them, saying, "All right," but she still felt the need to humiliate me further, adding, "Mr. Hale and I are going out to meet a client. You organize these files and remember to tidy up a bit while you're at it." With that, she flounced off, radiating an air of arrogant triumph. The air instantly froze. The office was filled with complex glances, some sympathetic, some relieved, but most were silent. After all, Liam, the CEO of Pioneer Group, was my fiancé. Everyone knew he was biased towards Chloe. Even though her skills were so poor she couldn't even compare to an intern, he still went out of his way for her. As I was lost in thought, Liam walked by. He didn't say a word, just changed into casual clothes and left. I could smell Chloe's cedar perfume from down the hallway. I didn't want to be a part of this charade any longer. That night, I had meticulously organized all my plans, ready to leave. The story ended there. As soon as I opened my phone, I suddenly saw Chloe's latest post. Candlelight flickering at a fancy restaurant, 2 exquisitely plated steaks. The camera zoomed in. Liam, sharply dressed, was smiling as he cut her meat, looking utterly gentle and attentive. The comments were a flurry of hearts, passers-by gossiping about when they would get married, neither clarified nor denied, taking the ambiguity to the extreme. But this time, no matter what stunts they pulled, my heart remained calm. My only response was a single message: project completed. I quietly placed the documents on his desk, refilled his water as usual, and then drove home. I called Professor Coleman. He had strongly recommended me for a top overseas research position when I graduated. But because Liam said his startup needed me, I unhesitatingly destroyed that offer and rushed back to Maplewood City. Only now did I understand that all my regrets had long been written in my destiny. The call connected, and I quietly explained why I was calling, bracing myself for a stern lecture. To my surprise, the professor only sighed deeply. "I've heard about it. Are you truly sure about this?" My voice was firm. "I'm very sure. My resignation letter has already been submitted." Just then, a voice not from the phone came from behind me. "Resignation letter? What resignation letter are you talking about?" I spun around, seeing Liam standing at the doorway, his face grim. I calmly locked my phone, offering no explanation. The next second, a message from Chloe popped up. Liam looked at it, smiling, his voice full of endearment. But then, realizing I was still there, his expression immediately clouded over. "Didn't I tell you to go to bed early? Why are you still up?" Liam seemed to have completely forgotten the word resignation, focusing only on scolding me. "Zoe, you really need to learn time management. Your procrastination is getting worse." My only response was a silent sigh. All the overtime, all the late nights, had only happened because of his endless revisions, but I didn't